Hi, it's Kitty Blue. I decided, since I have my MSD dolls out, before I go to the next video for the SD dolls, I am going to do kind of a quick review over as far as posing, because there's some people that are curious about how well Resinsoul dolls pose compared to other dolls. So since I actually have them out, I'm going to try and do a small comparison showing how they sit, how they stand, and things like that on their own without being up against a wall. They are kind of pretty much standing on their own up here now, but they are leaning a little bit towards the wall. So here we go. Okay, so right now I have the Resinsoul single jointed body sitting here, and you can see that she's sitting pretty good. She's just kind of hanging out. She can be like moved more like this way to kind of lean over. This is, like I said, this is the old single jointed body that actually has goes up into the top part more than the new single jointed bodies, which have kind of like a lip right here. So it still has the same style, but it doesn't sit, or it doesn't flow as well as the old body, in my opinion. So that is the single jointed. She is very loosely strung. She still has her old strings in. So she is very loosely strung. Let's see if I can actually get her to stand here. Okay. Let's see, she is standing. She's standing on her own there. Alright. Just sit you down. We're going to sit her right there. Now next is the Bobobie body. As I said before, they do have like these ball joints in here that aren't as nice and flexible as some of the other dolls. As far as sitting though, she's pretty loosely strung too. As far as sitting though, let's see how she does next to the Resinsoul here. She kind of normally has a tendency to want to flop over, but I think that's because, like I said, she is loosely strung. But she does sit on her own here. And she will stand. So all the stories that you heard about Resinsoul dolls not standing or anything like that is not true. Some of them have like these stops here that allow them for their arms to be like to stay locked into that position. Okay, this is the double jointed Immature bust. I already sueded her, which is basically just sticking hot glue inside of here so that it sticks and it doesn't like flop, you know, it doesn't fling forward or anything like that. They've got a nice range of motion. She can like touch her face and things like that. So she's pretty like rock solid. I did put different strings in her, so she has been really strong since I had her apart when I dyed her. As far as sitting, this is her sitting, which is pretty good. You can see that she's kind of leaning back a little bit there. You can adjust that a little bit if you want with the front. I don't like to slide that just because I don't want to scratch the torso here, but you can do that if you'd like. It doesn't look very attractive, but that is one way to get her to stand easier. So that is that. And my sky blue girl here, she is actually on the double jointed body with the mature bust. She has the old hip system. If you can just, you can tell like right here, it's a little bit thicker than where this is on her, and this causes her to not be able to sit as well as the other ones. She'll still sit, but she does have a tendency to like lean way back and want to fall backwards like that. But with sueding, I sueded a lot in her legs right here, just to you know, so that it will catch, kind of like stick to the top of her thigh. So I can get her to sit right off when you get them. If you don't sway them, it's very hard to get them to sit in that position. Let's see. Like I said, this is the single jointed Dollzone body. She's not swayed or anything at all, and you can tell that she's just totally wanting to lean back. She's not like sticking into a position. I can pop her chest though, more like this, and then she is, you know, kind of straight to be sitting. This doll is pretty solid as well. She stands very well. They're definitely a little bit heftier than the Resinsoul. Resinsoul seems to be a little bit lighter. I didn't purposely skip her, but this is a vinyl doll, so I'm not really, I mean, they normally sit pretty well just because they've got an internal skeletal system. They're not strung with elastic, so we're not even going to take you into consideration there. Okay, this is the Bobobie boy. He still has some old strings in him, but he still can stand pretty well. And he can sit like almost perfect, straight up and everything. He's got the same like little indentions here in his arms to where he can do that. Unfortunately, again, this elbow piece really isn't the greatest. You can get him to put his hand towards his face, but it's kind of, it doesn't want to stay like touching his face. And these are the peanut-like pieces that are in the legs, so that I'm not sure if I can get him to do this. I don't think he's going to want to kneel very well. But yep, I got him to kneel there. Okay, this is the single jointed Resinsoul body. Biggest problem with the boy bodies for some reason is this. Their legs go out like that. I think it has to do with the way these slits are, that they're not at a proper angle for him to be able to sit correctly. If you do like kind of spread his legs out a little bit, like when he's sitting, that's a little bit better, but it still has a tendency to want to snap back and go like that. And this is him standing. The Resinsoul hoofed girl has many parts. She's actually got different parts like here. There are ways that you can get her to stand like this, but unfortunately I have not been able to do that yet successfully, unless I do. Oh, actually there we go. I actually got her to stand. That's the first time I actually got her to stand like that, and it was on video. Awesome. And she actually has the old hip as well, so she does not want to sit up at all. So what I would have to do is actually mod this and have it cut in, or else just order a new hip piece. Which I'm surprised that she doesn't have a new hip piece, because she actually came out the same time as Lee did. But, so yeah, you can get her to stand like that, or to stand like that, like this, which is how I normally have her stand. And again, she's got the same elbow system as the other dolls, as the other two double jointed ones. Angel of Dream, girl, very solid, stands right away. I have not done anything with her. She's not swayed or anything like that. And she just plops down as well and sits pretty good. And she's got small, like more of a peanut kind of joint in both her leg and her knee. This guy is the same, although with him he's actually got a extra little shoulder piece here that I think lets his arms move around a little bit easier and whatnot. He is very solid as well. Stands perfectly in the first try. He is not swayed or anything either, and he sits down quickly. Next we have the double jointed Resinsoul body. Again, he is standing. He's got the same arm, the elbow and knee joints as the girl dolls. And he suffers the same problem though as the single jointed bodies, of his knees going like that. So I don't believe I have him swayed. Yeah, I have him swayed, but I don't have it swayed. I don't have it swayed like right here, so that it can catch hold of that, or else I might be able to get him to want to sit correctly and not have to flail his legs out. But he sits up perfectly straight as well. And then the Ming body, which is the hoofed boy body, is the same way as the girl. And although he has some really thin strings in him, so there we go. I got him to stand. I highly doubt I can get him to stand like I did with my girl doll. No, he just wants to fall over because his strings are really thin and loose. Okay. He, fortunately, can sit with his legs down correctly. And I think why that is, because I noticed this while I was doing the video, that this, whoops, too close, that this actually has an indentation here in it. And I'm thinking that may be why he is able to sit better. That, and I think the ball joint in that hip is actually a little bit thicker. But it does seem to be at the same angle. So that's just very strange that one will do it and the other one won't. It might have to do with the way his leg is shaped right here. I think it probably would benefit if there was a mobility joint like right across here, like in some of the SD dolls. And that way, you'd be able to just move this piece a little bit in order to get his legs to be straight. So that is it for the very short video for doing a little comparison with Poseability And thank you for watching, and I will eventually get to the SD sized body comparisons. I may wait until I get 2 of my new dolls coming in, which might be in a couple weeks, but we'll see how it goes. I might just go ahead and do the video now and then redo another one once those dolls come in. So thanks for watching. Bye.